A producer of Marvel Cinematic Universe has suggested that there might be a chance for Loki to return in Season 3. The first season of the show on Disney Plus ended with a shocking revelation of He Who Remains and the announcement of a second season. As the ongoing Season 2 of the 6-episode series is heading towards its conclusion, fans are wondering if there will be a Season 3. Marvel producer provides Loki Season 3 update. In a recent interview with Deadline, series producer Kevin Wright shared an update on the future of Loki beyond Season 2. He emphasized that there is a wealth of stories that can be told within the Loki world, hinting at the possibility of a Season 3. While Wright confirmed that the show is currently approached on a season-by-season basis, he also revealed that there have been talks with the cast about where the show could potentially go in the future. We take it season by season, and there are certainly things that Tom and I and other casts have talked about of where we see this going, and I know there's some excitement for that internally, but just from a storytelling standpoint, I think we always conceived of Seasons 1 and 2 as a whole. The producer described both Tom Hiddleston-led seasons as 2 chapters of the same book, but acknowledged the potential for new books or other stories. That these are 2 chapters of the same book, and that Season 2 is finishing that book, and there are other stories to be told there, but I think they would be new books, if that's not too coy. When asked if the Season 2 finale will match the shock of Season 1, the producer hoped so, but revealed it won't be a cliffhanger. I hope so, but what I will say is it's not a cliffhanger. We want to be able to deliver real fulfillment in what we're doing, but I do think it'll be exciting and unexpected, and everything people like about this show. In a recent interview with Collider, director Kate Herron hinted at the possibility of more stories featuring Loki on Disney+. Although some fans might see the season finale as a conclusion to the character's journey, Herron revealed that there are numerous unexplored possibilities for Loki's universe. She also explained that there is no direct setup for the 3rd season of the show. It was similar to Season 1 in we wanted to tell this story and tell it well, but even in Season 1, we obviously were thinking about where we were going. I would say Season 1 and Season 2 were developed and created as, kind of 2 chapters of the same book. We felt pretty strongly, all of us involved, that Season 2 was about closing that book, but that there are many other books on the shelf for this character, and for this world. But this felt like it wanted to be the conclusion of these great things that we set up in Season 1. We don't want to constantly leave people with drastic cliffhanger for our finales. Finally, when directly asked by Variety about plans for a possible 3rd season of Loki, the Marvel producer stated that it's open-ended and hinted at the potential for many more stories. I think it's open-ended. We certainly did not develop this season going, we have to tee up Season 3 in the way that we did with Season 1, where there was a very specific, hey, we're coming back. But I also think that where this show goes, there certainly can be many more stories told with Loki in the Loki world, and in other worlds connected to Loki, the character. Marvel Studios reportedly plans to shift to a multi-season serialized TV format, such as that used for Loki, rather than limited series. Source: The Hollywood Reporter. And just as Loki, which returned October 5th, marked Marvel's first Season 2 of a series, out of 9 TV shows to date, the studio plans on leaning into the idea of multi-season serialized TV, stepping away from the limited series format that has defined it. Marvel wants to create shows that run several seasons, where characters can take time to develop relationships with the audience rather than feeling as if they are there as a setup for a big crossover event. Does Loki need a Season 3? The future looks bright for Loki's Disney Plus run, with the odds in favor of the God of Mischief returning for a 3rd season. The show's first season was a massive streaming success for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, and the producers have indicated further storytelling ideas. Moreover, Marvel Studios is now modeling its streaming vision on Loki, which makes a third season almost guaranteed. However, the question arises, is a third season of Loki the right move for the series and the MCU as a whole? The premise of Loki, and its focus on the sacred timeline necessitate a ticking clock, and a distinct arc, or conclusive ending. While Kevin Wright's update is exciting for fans, Marvel should be cautious about stretching Loki's storyline too far into a possible Season 3, as it could weaken the stakes and have a direct impact on the rest of the MCU, according to the show's premise. It would be a great idea for Marvel Studios to create multi-season shows like Loki. However, the Loki series will eventually require a big crossover event to conclude the story. New episodes of Loki are released every Thursday on Disney+.